Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. Today we have got stage 35 of Hero Collector's Build Your Own Ghostbusters Ecto 1. So yeah, we're finishing the week with a Ghostbusters video, and yay, my delivery came through. So here it is. I'm going to show you what we got in this delivery, but stage 35 is the battery box. So let me show you what we got in the delivery, and then we'll show you the battery box. So as you can see, we get quite a few bits in this delivery. We get stage 38, which is all these cables and little bits in there. 37. 36, we get the steering wheel in there. That's looking good. And this is the one we're doing today, which is the battery box. And that's stage 35. So as you can see, battery box is in there, and this is like the fuel tank part is in there. So let me get to the actual build instructions, and here we are. So we're going to assemble the battery box. We're going to be putting the battery box inside the fuel tank, sealing that up. We're going to be fitting that to the actual Ecto 1 itself with some IP screws. Then we're going to be fitting the actual switch just here onto here, and then we're going to fit some brackets onto there, secure the switch down, and then that is issue 35 complete. We should have something that looks a little like that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this delivery in, getting the battery box in, starting the internals of the car, the dashboard and everything. Looking forward to that. Dashboard does look really good. So I've seen other people's videos where they've already done the dashboard. It does look really good. So let's get the parts open and start building. So we've got the parts out of the packaging, and as you can see, we've got our fuel tank here and our battery box here. We get 3 types of screws with this one. We get BM screws, EM screws, and IP screws with this build. So let's take a quick look at the actual battery box itself. Look at how many batteries this thing takes. 6 AAA batteries. Wow, this thing's going to be a beast. I'm sure we'll be taking this out later down the line when Chloe and that over at Model Mods do our power mod for us. I'm sure they will do one for us, and yeah, they'll pretty much make this obsolete. But yeah, until then, we're going to install the battery box. So let's start installing. Okay, so starting off, we're going to take our battery compartment, which is this part here, and we've got these 2 parts here. We're not going to use this one for the moment. We're going to use this one first, the one with the big hole in the middle. So we're going to have this facing this way with this little tab piece at the top. We're going to have that facing this way. And on the side of here, on the battery compartment, there is a little tiny notch on there. We're going to have that facing the same way as this little notch on here. So let's have that in there. And I'm going to need 4 IP screws to secure this down. Let's get them in. Let's get the first one. I'm going to go the opposite side now. Just there. 2 more screws to go. And the last one I'm going to put in this hole here. Just like that. So now we should have 4 screws securing that in, and that's what it's going to look like from the opposite side. Alright, so now we're going to take this part. We've got these 2 sort of tab parts on the side. They're going to line up with these parts on here. So now we need to take these cables. We're going to pass them through this hole on the back of here, feeding them all the way down, and that is going to sit nice and flush just on top of there. Now we need 4 more IP screws just in here. So here, and here. And that's going to secure this fuel tank together. So let's get these ones in. Let's get the first one. Just there. The last screw of this part is going in here. There we go. So now we've got our cables coming out the top here, And on this side, we've got our exposed battery compartment. Now we can take our lid, and this is just going to clip in to the side there. So it's just like a normal battery compartment. Slot that on, and that's going to clip into there. Just like that. Right, so now we need to bring in the actual Ecto one itself. So I'm going to bring in the Ecto one and we're going to fit this onto there. Alright, so this is the area we're going in here. This is where our battery box and our fuel tank is going to go. We do have 3 sort of holes here. On the back here we have the same 3 holes, and it also has a location pin and a hole here. So we can't really put it in any other way, and we're just going to locate that pin in, push that down, and now we can flip this over and we're going to secure it on the other side with some more IP screws. Alright, so now we've got it flipped over. I'm going to put our IP screws in these 3 holes here. So let's get the first one. I'm going to go this side. I'm just supporting it from underneath to take any pressure being put down off the suspension, because we don't want to break any suspension or anything like that. Now I'm going to put the second one in the middle. And now the final one here. Just like that. Now that's on there. Now we just need to flip this over and we're going to fit the actual battery compartment on the back. Right, okay, next we're going on these 4 peg points here. We've got 4 little pegs, and on the bottom of our actual fuel tank part we do have 4 holes on here, just next to the screw points on this side and this side here. So they're going to help locate us. With the actual clip-in tab bit that we open the battery compartment with, we want that facing the this way of the Ecto one. So we're going to push the cables through this hole on the other side, making sure we don't break any along the way, or we don't get any caught. So that's good. Pushing it down, that's that located onto there. So now we do have some holes around the sides of this. So we've got a hole here, 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 and just here as well. They're for these retaining brackets. So we're going to fit these retaining brackets on. So let's get them on. There's number 1. And number 2 goes this side. So now we need to secure these down through these holes with some BM screws. So I'm going to start with the side closest to me. There we go. Now I'm going to do the opposite side. The attention to detail in this build so far is really, really good. When I was doing the DeLorean, that's really, really detailed. The actual chassis of that car is really detailed, but this one is really good. Now we're going to do this side as well. So that one, and the very last BM screw in this hole here. There we go. That ain't going anywhere, that. So we flip the car over again. We're just going to pull these cables through, make sure they're nicely through. And down here in this little corner, we've got a hole with 2 screw points at the side of it. That's where our switch is going to go. So we have a 3-point switch. This is in the off position. There's nothing connected to this. And yeah, that's the on position. So we're going to want it, the off position is going to want to go facing the back of the car. So let's push that in, and then we're going to need some EM screws to secure this down. So let's get our first one in down here. So that one, and now the next one on the opposite side. Make sure they're nice and tight. This shouldn't be able to move this, so we want it so it doesn't move. So mine's just still a little tiny bit loose on this side. Do it up, that's better. So now we've got this cable coming here, this cable that's going to come down here, and that is this issue complete. So coming up next time is stage 36, and look at that, we get the steering wheel parts of this one. So in this stage you receive your parts for the steering wheel, including indicator stalk and control lever. There you go guys, that's stage 35 all complete, and that was a really enjoyable issue. Nice and easy, nothing too complicated, which is nice. It's always nice when you get them, but I have seen on other channels and other social media posts that there is some problems coming up in the next few issues. So not the issues that I've got, but the next delivery there is some issues, so it could be the calm before the storm, I think. So if you like this video guys, please leave a like down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, bye bye.